This is not a swipe at any country and certainly not a chair for any country. What I'm about to say now is simply speaking the mind of a few people who quietly noticed something. So recently, the United Kingdom government announced that it was suspending certain study visa application for 4 countries. The countries mentioned were Cameroon, Afghanistan, Myanmar, and Sudan. The reason given according to Home Office described this as a widespread abuse of student visa routes. Now, what does that mean in simple terms? What it means is that some people apply for student visa only to get into the country, not for the purpose of studying, but mainly as a pathway to enter the UK and later apply for asylum. So the UK says it wants to review and tighten that system. Again, that is the explanation, not mine. But here is the interesting part that many people notice. When the news came out, many Nigerians did something almost instinctively. People started searching the list because, if we are honest, over the years, Nigeria has been given a certain reputation in international conversations. So some people expected to see Nigeria somewhere on that list. But oops, Nigeria was not there. Then people look further. Someone like me, I did. Report also mentioned countries that were previously warned by the UK about immigration cooperation issues. Those countries' issues were Angola, Namibia, and Democratic Republic of Congo. Again, I checked. Nigeria still was not there. And that is why this conversation might not trend that much. Because sometimes the stories that trend are those ones that confirm what people already believe. But when something challenges a stereotype, it suddenly becomes less exciting to talk about. Now, let me repeat this again. This is not about mocking any country because every country in the world faces migration pressure. We face economic challenges and most times political instability at one point or another. And many people living in these countries genuinely are looking for safety, some are looking for opportunity, and some are actually looking for education. So the purpose here is not to ridicule anyone, but it is also important to say something honestly. For a long time, Nigeria has often been painted with a very broad brush internationally, sometimes even by our own African brothers and sisters. So the narrative is always that Nigerians are the primary problem everywhere. Yet in this particular situation, when a policy decision was announced, that is after collecting verifiable data, the people checked. Nigeria was not on that list. Again, this is not a celebration and it is definitely not a competition between African countries. And maybe it is also time to remind the world that Nigeria is not always what people assume it is. There are millions of Nigerians studying, there are millions of Nigerians working, contributing to economies, building businesses, and doing incredible things all over the world. Just like there are hardworking people in Cameroon, Sudan, Myanmar, Afghanistan, and the rest. So perhaps the real takeaway here is something simple. Stereotypes are easy and facts are harder. And sometimes when facts appear, they quietly challenge the stories we've been telling about each other. Again, this is not a swipe, but it's also not silence. Sometimes it is simply about saying, let's look at the facts and then let's speak honestly about them. It is a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.